It's accurate.
It is accurate. This song is called Winter Wonderland, and that's kind of what we have outside right now.
It's so cold.
I heard it's going to get colder.
Yeah, it's going to get colder. WinFest this morning feels like a -2 in Dayton. And I'm like in between Dayton and Cincinnati, so I'm like, I guess I'm 0 because Cincinnati was 2. So this was the difference.
Little averaging there?
Averaging.
I like that.
We were at 0.
Average with degrees and also with geography. I like that.
It never occurred to me I would live somewhere that would have feels like in the negative temperature range as an adult. So this is.
No, you're from the South.
I'm from the South. Yes.
Good cold morning, Cubs.
Good
Today
morning.
it's Wednesday, December 4th, 2024. It's freezing outside, but we're so glad you're here.
It's below freezing.
Thankful that we have a warm school to learn in
Yes,
together.
absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right, even though it's cold, we still have birthdays.
We still have birthdays, and we're going to warm up by celebrating. It's going to be awesome. All right, Jensen Buchanan in Mrs. Allen's room, happy birthday. And Ranch in Miss Eggert's room, happy birthday. And Olivia in Miss Blackburn's room, happy birthday, friends. We hope you have an awesome
Happy
day.
birthday.
We sure do. Now, let's go to that forecast, Mrs. Russell.
Yes, could you tell us what the feels like is? Can you pull up in your app? Because I
do
am
that for you.
curious. Today
It was 12
Today
earlier.
is Wednesday, correct?
Yes.
Today is Wednesday, and our high today is 43. It is so cold outside, and our feels like today is, what is our feels?
15.
15.
15. So if you were a class that was going outside first thing today for recess, it would be a no thank you because it is not 20 degrees
I love
or
how kind you were
higher.
about that. Just
So,
no thank you.
yes. And tomorrow, look at our temperatures are the lowest they're going to be tomorrow. It is going to be extremely cold tomorrow. So bundle up.
You guys, Mrs. Skelton even brought a coat to school today. I even wore one while I was driving. I don't ever do that.
That was a brilliant idea. To bring
Oh,
coat
boy.
today. Sorry. We can only get better from here.
That's right. We can only go up.
No, it really is important, Cubs, that you're dressing for the weather. We've been talking about coats, hats, gloves, and mittens, things like that. You need them today. You definitely need them tomorrow. And speaking of this weather, it reminds me a little bit of an igloo.
Yes.
Those of you that have been at Creekside for any winter season know what this milk jug is, Mrs. Russell. What's important
So
about this?
this is so important because Mrs. Beaker is collecting these in the hub to create an amazing space for us to be cozy. It's going to be an igloo, but we need your help. We need all of your gallon milk jugs, and here's the important part. You need to fill it with soap, kind of shake it and rinse it out, let it dry, and then bring it to the hub. They have to be cleaned out with soap and water so that it is clean and ready to go in the igloo fort.
These get kind of gross if you don't do that.
Absolutely, yeah,
So-
and we don't want that.
A little bit of water, a little bit of soap, put the cap back on, swish it all
Yeah.
around. Make sure the cap's on tight so it doesn't go anywhere, but swish it
Right.
all around. And then take the cap off, rinse it out, and you're good to go.
That's right.
That's right. And then our cozy space will also smell refreshing.
Yes.
It'll be great.
Yes.
Cubs, I have seen some of you almost every day, a different person every day asking me, when are the extra recess and flag football experiences? We promise those are coming. We just need to find a nice weather day, and this week has not been helpful for that.
No.
So we're already looking ahead to next week. We are hopeful that those will happen on Tuesday afternoon. That depends on the weather. So we're going to see if we can do that on Tuesday. We'll let your teachers know. We'll let you know when we get closer to that day. But we promise you it will happen. We promise that.
And speaking of experiences, there is no wagon in December, but there is one in January. But we want to tell you the experiences that are happening for January in case you want to save your Cub Cash. So our first experience is for 40 Cub Cash, you get an experience to do a painting class with Mrs. Wozes. Mrs. Wozes is a second grade teacher, and she loves to paint and wants to share her talent with you.
She is amazingly talented at it,
so
too.
Very good at painting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 45 Cub Cash is cookie decorating with Mrs. Skelton. So if you would like to do some cookie decorating, that is 45 Cub Cash. We will do 10 per grade level. We're
So
very
they'll get a
excited.
cookie already made, and then you're focusing on decorating
Correct.
the cookie for
Correct.
45 Cub
Absolutely.
Cash, okay?
I see Cubs enjoying assistant principal for 30 minutes with Mrs. Skelton.
Having fun.
Lately in our building, I've seen you around and doing that. We're going to do 50 Cub Cash for principal for 30 minutes with me. I would love to hang out with you. If you have 50 Cub Cash and you want to buy that experience, we'll schedule that after you purchase it at the January wagon.
I will tell you, you've had some great candidates as assistant principals come through here.
Oh,
It's been
good.
awesome.
So remember, 40, 45, and 50 Cub Cash are your price points for the experiences for January. So we want to let you know now so you can save and really work hard to earn that Cub Cash.
Yes, absolutely. Is that everything we were supposed to discuss?
I think we got everything.
Empathy. Character trait for the month.
Yeah.
Empathy. So Cub leaders this month are being picked for showing empathy to others.
And we're announcing that on?
A week from Friday, the
Okay.
13th. Friday
All right.
the
Next
13th.
Perfect.
Mhm.
All right.
Great, let's do our motto.
Here at Creekside, we take care of others, we take care of ourselves, and we take care of this place. Creekside Cubs Care.
Can we pan over to Mrs. Muster's class? She did such a great job.
Please stand for the pledge.